Alright everybody, what is going on? This is Sight, and this is going to be a new series that I'm going to start. I don't know how many games I'm going to do because I'm lazy and I don't really have too many games, but you know, there's a lot more games out there. And so this series is called Try Something New because since I'm a trick shotter and I only play like Modern Warfare 2 and occasionally Black Ops 2, and there's a lot of, competitive Call of Duty people who only, play Call of Duty, so I wanted to make a video or a couple videos to show off some of the games that I love to play that aren't Call of Duty that are really awesome, and maybe it would inspire people or show people and they'll go out and try some other stuff. So the game that I have here is called Borderlands 2. I think it's on sale right now, so you can get it for like $35 or $40, something like that, on the PlayStation Store. I don't know how much it is at GameStop, but this game's a free roaming, I guess you could call it an RPG, because you can customize your character and sort of tailor them to your play style. And so in this game you get to pick 1 out of 6 characters. 2 of the characters are DLC before, just come with the game. The one that I have on the screen here is a Siren, and in a little bit I'll show you a Gunzerker gameplay. And basically each character is good at a specific type of play style. So the Siren here is sort of like a support player, because a lot of the skills that she unlocks are like healing. But if you're really into sniping, you can pick the Assassin. If you're really into taking a lot of damage and getting up close and personal, then you want to use the Gunzerker. But just because you're the Siren doesn't mean that you can't use sniper rifles. And just because you're, a sniper, you can't use shotguns. You can use any type of gun in the game. And speaking of guns, this game has a lot of them. I don't know exactly the number because they're all randomly created by the game, but every time Gearbox comes out, they have some number like 50 gazillion, which isn't even a real number. But basically this game has, I'm sure, more than a million guns, literally. And that's one of the reasons it's so fun to play, is you go through all of the game playing and it never gets boring, even if you play the same campaign over and over, because you go through it every time facing different enemies with different skills and with different guns. So actually this gameplay here that you're gonna see, the guns that I have are like the legendary guns, which are really difficult to get, and you have to kill bosses thousands of times to get them. But this is one of the main parts of the game here. As you can see, I'm coming up here on this box on the left. There are thousands and thousands of these boxes scattered all throughout the game, and this is where you can get all of your items. So right here, that's a chest full of shields, but all my shields are better. And I'm just going through my inventory. I don't really have a lot of guns on me because you can only carry like 27 is what my backpack holds. But basically you can never get bored because of the amount of guns. And one of the reasons it's fun is it's super fun to play with friends, and you can always trade your guns and things like that. And what I'm doing here is something called farming, which is I'm going to kill specific enemies. These aren't just like filler enemies. These are just regular, or these are sort of mini bosses. And depending on if you kill specific people, they drop specific guns that are better. And that sniper rifle that I'm sure I'm going to use it here in a second. That the guy that I just killed, burning corpses on the ground right now, he drops that sniper rifle that I just pulled out. It's called the Lyuda. It's one of the best guns in the game. And right there I just showed that you can pick up guns, and every enemy drops guns. It doesn't have to be some rare enemy. You can just come across Joe Blow and kill him and he'll drop some gun. It's not going to be the best gun in the game if it's just, a filler enemy, but it's going to be a pretty good gun. The storyline in this game is pretty long. I'd say that if you just didn't do any of the side missions and you just went in with the main storyline, it might take you on your first playthrough 8 hours, 10 hours to complete. maybe more if you really aren't doing like a speed run. But really, one of the best parts about this game is that there's so much to do. There's so many side quests, and you're not just going to run through the main storyline, and you'll spend time getting more money, and there's a lot of side things to do. You don't always have to go through the campaign. Like I said, this is a free roaming game, so right now I'm not on any sort of a quest or anything. I'm just running through and killing enemies, but and people do this all the time in the game just to get better guns whenever their guns are lower level than them and things like that. Now, one of the things that I mentioned is that that sniper rifle that I had, I farmed for a specific enemy. And each of the guns have a rarity level. It goes white, green, blue, purple, orange, and now they added something called pearlescent. But you can see I have a couple of blue, one purple, and a lot of orange guns. Right here I'm showing you a Minecraft blue gun. It's a shotgun. And here's also a rocket launcher. And like green and white guns you'll find all the time, and they're nothing special. Sometimes if they're high level they'll be better than, you know, the blue gun that you have. Blue guns, you find them a lot in chests. Purple guns really only come from mini bosses and things. Some every once in a while you'll find them in chests. But orange guns are like 1 in a million chance to get, and it's one of the things that you sort of collect. It's almost like hitting, you know, a suicide on high rise, if I'm gonna say something like that, is getting an orange gun. And right here you can see on the right I'm switching through all my guns and they're all orange right now. And here's some failed attempt at a trick shot, I don't even know. And so if you ever get bored with the game just going through the campaign, there's so many things to do, like farming for these orange guns, and it's pretty satisfying, especially because most of the people that I know that trick shot find it easy to do to go farm because it's just as repetitive. So this is where I switched to a different character just to show off the you know, the different play styles. So that one that I had was the Siren, and her special ability was it's called Phase Lock, and she lifts people up with sort of an energy thing, and they can't move and it damages them. This one that I have here is called Salvador the Gunzerker, and his special ability is that he dual wields, and all of his skill trees really lend to like running and gunning and getting real close up into people's face. And over here I'll come up and I'll show you the special ability. But see here, I'm using completely different guns. I do have one of the same gun, that one Minecraft gun, but other than that I have completely different guns than my other character. See here he's using his special ability. He takes like a lot less damage and things like that. So in this game there are different types of weapons, different categories. You have repeaters, which are like magazine fed pistols. You have revolvers, like the gun that I'm holding in my right hand right now on the screen. You've got shotguns, sniper rifles, assault rifles, SMGs, and rocket launchers, and then you can also get grenades. And excuse me. Then there are also different brands. So the one that I have in my hand right now is called the Jacobs. And basically Jacobs guns are all really high power, and they're all semi-automatic. You have guns called Vladov, which are they shoot really, really fast. That's their perk. The one that I have in my hand right now is called Torg, and that shoots explosive bullets. The brand of SMG that my character has right now is called Hyperion, and their special thing is that the longer you shoot, the more accurate your gun becomes. There's also, let's see, Theodore, which is the brand of that Minecraft shotgun, which Theodore guns, whenever you reload them, you throw them and they explode. So there's all sorts of crazy things. This game has a really unique art style. As you can see, it's sort of like painted. It looks like, some people might say it's bad, but you know, Minecraft's graphics are bad, but they're not really at the same time. You know, it's just stylistic. And there's one downside that I always say to this game, which is it's not super great to play all by yourself. It's a lot better to play with two people, and it's great when you can play through the whole campaign with two people, but then it's also bad because you don't want to have one person be online and like continue through the campaign while the other person's not, because then you sort of, you know, your levels are all out of whack, and you have like a level 15 playing with a level 20, and the guy who got left behind while the other one was up playing really can't play because they're getting killed by all the higher level enemies. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I was just trying to wonder what game I'm doing next. I'm thinking it's probably going to be between Fallout or Far Cry, but I don't really want to play Far Cry because I play that game to death. So maybe you can leave in the comment section which game you'd rather see. Let's see, I'll give you 3 choices here. We've got Skyrim, Fallout 3, or Far Cry 3. So just comment between those, and then that'll be my next try new things or whatever I'm going to title this video. Alright guys, so this is Sight, and I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.